My name is Danny Cho, and I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Danny Cho!
What up? What up, motherfuckers? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry, I'm sweating. I'm not nervous. It's just because I'm fat, and that's what we do. Fat people sweat for no reason, you know what I mean? Like, hey, did you just work out? Nah, I just opened a bag of chips. I was like, I've been doing stand-up comedy for 11 years. It started off as a dare in 2000. My friends were like, hey, you want to do you're a funny dude, but can you do it on stage? And I was like, you find me a stage and I'll do it. And I had that like kind of cockiness. And one thing led to another, and they found an open mic night in South Central LA in the hood. I got heckled as soon as I got on stage, and I made fun of the heckler for 20 minutes. And that was 11 years ago. This is crazy. Thank you guys, man. I would never, this is my first time in Korea, period. So thank you guys for coming out. I know some of you think I look like Kim Jong-il. Fucking relax. I'm not him, all right? Same height, same forehead. I get it. Cut that shit out, all right? Before I start, I want to teach. Okay, you guys know what a una is. At this point, to me, stand-up is therapy. Sometimes social norms, you can't say a lot of things or certain things to people. And this is, for me, it's like a cleansing almost, you know what I mean? Like, not in a spiritual way, but I get to say what the hell I want to say, and that's why I love stand-up comedy. I mean, other people have different styles, but for me, it can be a dick joke, but it can be a political joke, and it can be, social issues or whatnot, and to me, that's why I love it. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from Los Angeles. What's up, LA in the house, motherfuckers? Some of the Canadians are like, whatever, eh? I think that's what they say, I don't fucking know. Anyway, I grew up in an all-Latino neighborhood, and I'm sure Albert's the only Mexican you've seen in your entire life. But Albert is special because he has a tie and shit, because the Mexicans that I know don't have ties. They got cowboy hats and they talk real funny. They go, hey, stupid. What's up, fool? Hey, stupid. Whatever, fool. I grew up in have you seen Training Day? You've seen the movie Training Day where in the house party? That's my neighborhood for real. And I grew up there not because my parents are adventurous or anything. My parents own a liquor store. I mean, fuck it, stereotype, I get it. We have a stereotype. Now, here's the thing though. Most Korean liquor store owners in the States have their stores in the hood, but they live in the suburbs. My parents thought it'd be a fantastic idea to live right behind the motherfucking store. So I faced a lot of racism and it fucking sucked, man. I grew up in a neighborhood where I learned the United States Pledge of Allegiance in Spanish. That doesn't even make sense. You don't believe me, right? Check it out. Prometo fidelidad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que simboliza nación bajo el poder de Dios. Albert's like, what the fuck? The secret of stand-up, I believe, is someone that does it as an art. You know what I mean? I mean, you can do social media, you can do YouTube and all that, and that can help. But success to me is someone that consistently writes material, consistently writes solid material, gets up on stage, and hones. I mean, Louis C.K., he writes a new hour every year, which is amazing as a comic, and that's what I love about Louis. And I think for a stand-up comic, that's what you got to do. But don't call yourself a comedian until you have 50 paid gigs under your belt. You know what I mean? Like, people do like 5 shows, and they tell jokes and they bring all your friends. You're not a stand-up comic, man. You got to do. I've done a crack rehab center show. I've done a biker gang convention. You know what I mean? Like, you got to face all kinds of crowds and you got to be fearless. So my thing is get as much stage time as you can and write. Whatever, hometown girl. You know, it's a complete mind fuck, really. You know, to be honest, like, for me to be here to tell jokes is crazy. Korea itself is, you know, I mean, I'm familiar with Koreatown, LA, but this is nothing like that. You know what I mean? I saw a 50-year-old hooker today. You know what I mean? A Korean hooker. I've never seen a hooker in my life, a Korean hooker in LA. So to me, it's weird because I'm not necessarily, like, you know, I like to say that I want to go to Korea so I can feel like a white person does in my country, but it's not necessarily that because I'm not fully Korean, but I'm not fully American. You know what I mean? So it's just me. I'm here going, these are where my parents are from. I know it's a different time, but I feel like I'm with my people a little bit, but there's obviously a barrier, language barrier. So soju is dangerous because after the third bottle, chances are I'll end up naked. I won't pass out on the street. I'll never will pass out on the street, but I'll end up naked somewhere, and that's not good. You know, when it's raining and shit, I want to like sit down and put my arm around a girl that can't speak any English and just flirt with her in Korean, my broken Korean, and drink soju and eat odeng and shit. So that's kind of really what, to me, it's not about partying, it's not about any of that. It's about just finding stuff that I can't do in the States.